Hi everyone, and welcome to Almost Cancelled. I'm Peter, and this is Connor.
Hey guys.
We're going to talk about Wynonna Earp, Season 1, Episode 13. It's the season finale. It's called I Walk the Line, and full spoilers, as we usually do. So, I thought this was a fun finale.
I did too. It was
Uh,
it was pretty good, yeah.
like, complaints I would have would maybe be that, I mean, it's stuff I've talked about before, really, anyway, but, Willa, not the greatest actress, her plot side of things felt a little bit
Cliche. By the
cliched,
numbers.
maybe,
Yeah.
yeah, by the numbers, a little bit undercooked, perhaps. But at the same time, everything that sort of came from it was kind of just a lot of fun, so it's hard to complain that much.
Yeah. And we called it.
Oh, we did, yeah, yeah. Well,
First appearance, just based on her acting ability. We
yeah, it was
called
like,
it.
well, it was like honor, yeah,
Yeah.
so that's good. And we got cliffhangers as well, but we'll save the cliffhangers to the end. Uh, So starting off from where we were last week, the town are basically all infected with poison and going a bit foamy at the mouth. And Bobo's like, "Yeah, if you bring me Wynonna, I'll cure you." Which it never actually brings up and says this, but I'm guessing that was just a lie, just to keep him distracted. Because it never actually seems like he actually has a cure, or he was ever going to do anything.
I don't know. Maybe he did have one. Maybe not. I don't think it really matters either way though, does it?
It doesn't. I mean, that's why I don't really care. But it just,
Yeah.
now that I'm thinking about it, I don't remember ever being any sort of instance of him like, oh, I've got this cure in my my pocket or whatever.
Yeah, I know what I mean. They don't try and get it from him, do they?
Nah, they decide the better actions just to try and make their own, which is fair enough, I suppose, if you're confident in doing that.
Yeah.
Uh, first highlight of the episode for me was Dolls and Doc throwing Wynonna out of a window.
Yep, it's a good start.
Yeah, it was a good start. I had good fun with that. But no, so the main gist of things here is Willa realizes she doesn't have Peacemaker. She tries to cross the line with Bobo. Doesn't work because she doesn't have the gun.
Yeah.
And we know that Waverly has it. And she goes to the police station to get her. And I mean, there's a variety of reasons why they all end up there. There's someone there who's kidnapped Waverly, and there's all sorts of things going on. But they all kind of
Converge.
converge at the police station. And Willa straight up shoots Officer Hot just to let us know that she's evil.
Yeah, just if there was any lingering doubt, it's
Yeah.
like, nope.
Yeah. And I was a little worried for a second because I like Officer Hot, and I really like the scene she was in before that, where she walks in and Doc just like, oh, sod this, and just tells her the entire premise of the show in about 20 seconds. It's
Yeah.
like, yep, makes sense. And
Yeah,
Dolls,
she just rolls with it. It's great.
yeah, and Doll's just being pissed. He's like, no, I can't tell you anything. It's classified. And Doc just goes for it.
I think I enjoy Dolls so much more when he's around Doc.
Oh, yeah, I agree. Yeah,
Like even at the start, like after they throw her out the window, they're just both so annoyed that they can't shoot people.
yeah, yeah.
It's good.
Nah, I agree. And even when they go to the bar later
Yep.
and try and fight things, and Doc's reaction when Dolls goes into beast mode, because apparently the red drug puts him into like I don't know,
Yeah.
Hulk mode.
Sort of. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sure we'll get more of that next season, but that's
Sure we will.
that's where we are. So that was fun. So Doc was a hoot throughout,
Yeah.
as he always is. But I actually I did like the struggle of like Wynonna's character in this episode. I actually thought it was kind of interesting, her being like, oh wait, my sister's evil, I have to deal with that, and
Yeah.
I'm not going to
It's-
shoot my sister, we're going to get her back, we can cure of whatever this is, like this. Because the scene that I actually really liked and thought was kind of not sweet, but actually had some weight to it was when Doc and her are talking, and he says she's starting to sound like a hero, and I'm like, she kind of is,
Yeah.
because she's not wanting to let anyone die. Like, she doesn't want to shoot any of the people because they're dicks, but they're not demons.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
It's interesting.
no, I like that stuff. I actually really like the final. And we've not even got to the giant demon snake yet, and that was
That came out of nowhere.
came out of nowhere, but I kind of loved that it did. Like, it
I
was so
did too.
batshit insane and nothing
And
at all.
I think it reminds you of something else, doesn't it? It's kind of.
If you want to go down that path,
I
Connor,
mean, I'm not gonna say anything because of spoilers for anyone's sake, just in case. But if you know you know Peter well enough by now to probably know what I'm getting at, really.
let's just say that when you open a portal in a town that has a lot of demonic activity, something snake-like might come out.
Yeah, exactly.
Uh, Although, being 2016, even though it's a fairly low-budget show, we've got to a point where it can look quite good.
Yeah. Now all we need is a giant snake thing in Outcast.
Yes. Sure.
Well, demonic activity in a small town. It's gonna happen at some point.
But no, I liked all that stuff. It had a good, proper finale feel to it, where everything was kind of coming together, and the revelation that Bobo drops on Waverly that she's not really an Earp,
Hmm.
which so their mother had an affair with someone, because presumably the father's line is the Earp line,
Yeah.
so the mother might have had an affair with someone, and that's unless she's just straight up adopted, but I don't think so.
See, you'd think that, but then the ending implies perhaps she's something else entirely.
Yeah, a demon's the father.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
So
I just read that as being infected by.
I thought
Goo.
it could be that, but could go either way, to be
Yeah,
honest.
true. No, you may be right. You may be right. Which obviously gives us a cliffhanger, but there's actually a lot to talk. Like, we usually get through these reviews of Wynonna Earp pretty quickly, and there's a lot to discuss in this one, because not only did we have that core plot of her trying to leave with Bobo, them having a pretty good standoff, Bobo actually being kind of interesting for the first time, I thought.
Yeah, it's a shame it took till his last episode.
Because when he says it tells it to hide, like it tells Waverly to hide when Willa's, because he knows Willa might just kill her.
Yeah.
He actually cares. It actually made him kind of interesting.
Well, it's interesting. It kind of harkens back to the first few episodes where we saw Bobo had like kind of influenced Waverly as a kid and set off the whole chain of events with Willa, and he was like her imaginary friend. So it kind of plays back to that quite nicely.
It does, but you always kind of just assumed he was like being an evil, like and fucking with
Yeah,
their mind.
but then with this, it's like maybe he wasn't quite like that.
Yeah, it's interesting. I definitely added a different layer to his character, which was nice, even if it was this late on.
Yeah, it was a little bit late. It would have been nice to see some of that throughout, but you know.
Yeah, because the whole them making out and like talking about having a quickie and stuff kind of detracted from it a little bit. It was just a little bit on the
Yeah, a little bit.
the crude on the nose side, you know.
Yeah.
But nah, I mean the whole standoff was fun. I liked them going out with the guns. I liked, admittedly, the bullet time effects were maybe a touch much.
Yeah, but I did really like him slinging it back around him.
And throwing it back
quite,
at him.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Also, I actually really loved the shot of like when he takes the submachine gun from Wynonna, and the camera's like just tracks right in as she gives him the finger, and then he looks at the gun and
Yeah.
there's a grenade taped to it.
It's good.
Yeah, that was actually a really fun shot.
Yeah.
Really fun. So, yeah. And then of course, Willa goes across the line. All shit hell breaks loose. This giant snake thing comes out, and it looked pretty decent actually. For
Do you know what? I thought it was going to look pretty dodgy when I started seeing the ground at first. I was like, uh-oh. Does this have the budget to pull off anything
well, I
here?
feel like because it's just this one thing in the finale, they've probably saved their money and made sure they could.
They probably have. But the thing is, overall, the show feels relatively low budget. So I was a little bit concerned before I saw it. Obviously, once I saw it, I was like, oh, this is fine.
Yeah, it was fine. It was like,
Yeah.
certainly no worse than any other sort of TV show effects you have now.
No. Which is, surprisingly, we got to a point now where across the board, they're pretty acceptable.
They are, for the most part. I see some people be really critical of them. Especially, like, it surprises me sometimes because they'll say X effect and whatever show was bad, and I'm like, I thought that was quite good for TV.
Sure, if you compare it to something like, I don't know, Dawn of the Planet of the Apes,
Yeah.
sure, it looks bad. But, context, it looks
Yeah, I
pretty damn
mean,
good.
seriously, go back to the 90s and look at the CGI they had in TV shows back then, and just you thank your lucky stars we're not still in
Even
that
look
era.
at even look at the CG in movies back then. Like comparatively, this is
Yeah, that's true, but at least there is some movies that still like. I mean, T2 is one of the first movies that ever had CG in it, and
yeah,
that still kind of holds up. Like,
it does. But for the most part, this is kind of
yeah, but
better.
that's kind of the point. Though we're not talking about standouts. We're talking about general across the line. Like the standard seems to be pretty decent now,
Yeah,
and that's kind of, you know, where we got to. I mean, he's obviously still got some rough movies, but like, you know, in terms of big budget stuff, we're at a star now where it's surprising to see a bad effect.
yeah.
And I think now in TV, it's not as surprising as it was. I wouldn't say it's. I wouldn't say
But
I'd be shocked if I see a bad effect on a TV show. Of course
no,
I
but I
would.
think now I'm at the point where I notice the bad ones more than I do the good ones.
Yeah,
I I less think, oh, that looks good. I more find myself thinking, oh, that looks bad. Like I notice it more that way now.
yeah, that's true. Which is, I guess, a good thing overall.
Yeah,
So yeah, snake thing was cool. Interesting point that Wynonna's gun turned blue when she shot Willa.
that
Instead
was
of,
interesting instead of the orange. Yeah.
yeah. So what does that mean exactly?
And why does it let her shoot her at all? Because obviously, Willa tries to use it on Wynonna, and it just doesn't fire.
The gun chooses the air. Like it's like because she's evil now, the gun's made a choice.
It's just gone like full Harry Potter. Like one chooses the wizard.
Don't do that.
No, but like because obviously it's not just choosing the air; it's choosing the victims to a degree.
I think the blue dictates that she. It was like almost like a mercy killing of a
Yeah,
human, you know, rather than a demon.
see, that's the weird thing because it is done as a mercy killing, but then obviously the other time she uses it in this episode at the end on Bobo is also a mercy kill, isn't it?
Well, yeah, but he's still a demon. I'm
Yeah,
like, so I'm thinking because she's human and because, and that's if it can even apply to humans. Maybe it only works here because she's dealing with another heir, so there's something special about her. I don't know. Like I'm,
yeah, it could be. I'm not entirely sure, to be honest.
yeah, interesting. That was an interesting tidbit that
It was very noticeable when it lit up blue, though, and it was
it
like, oh,
was,
that's
yeah.
different. Yeah,
But yeah, this episode sets up so much for a potential season two, which I assume we're getting. But we
I really
obviously
hope so.
the mechanic guy that Doc met, not last episode, 2 episodes ago.
Yeah,
We see more of him. He talks to Bobo, and he also talks to Wynonna.
and then he full on Batman's the hell out of a wide open space.
Yeah, he Batman's out of a scene, so he's
Yeah,
clearly supernatural in some capacity, although definitely not. And he does say his initials are JC, but not because he cracks a joke that he's not
yeah,
Jesus, but it's the same initials.
it's true. But
So he's James Cameron, obviously.
he finally perfected time travel and aging and everything else.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
So they set up him up. So I think he might be some sort of like spiritual thing that shows up and like tries to guide Wynonna in some way.
Yeah, because he's clearly, like I say, he's clearly not a demon.
Yeah.
He's proven that multiple times. He doesn't seem to be evil,
No.
but he could still be. We don't know for a greater
Yeah, I
purpose.
mean they could like pull some swerve on us, but at least right now it feels like he's more on the side of good.
Yeah,
Uh, so that's something set up going forward. I mean, go back to that conversation where Doc tells her she sounds more like a hero. She certainly acts more like a hero towards the end of this episode, where she's like, "No, this is my job now. Like, I'm doing this." They're going to go and get dolls, which I presume will be a plot for the start of next season because he's been taken away to a
it's a shame. I would quite like them just to
not bother.
leave him. Yeah,
But yeah, he's been taken to a black site security prison, I believe they called it.
yeah.
Something to that effect. And not only that, his superior officer, the woman who's, let's face it, a bit of a cow.
She's a full on dick, is what she is.
Yeah, she shows up and she gives shit to Wynonna, but then she implies they're going to just bomb the town. She actually,
Yeah, I thought that was what when the shot after it pulls to Wynonna outside the sign, and that's where the mechanic guy shows
Yeah.
up. I thought it was gonna just you were just gonna see like some sort of nuke cloud or something in the background. I was like, where are they going with this?
Yeah, because not only does she say once we've cleared the town, do this, she also like then turns to Wynonna and says, "Boom." And I'm
Yeah.
like, so she's full on threatening to blow up the town, but it doesn't happen by the end of the episode. So I'm assuming that that'll be something that happen. That'll be like the big plot of the first episode next season,
Most likely.
or we'll see how she changes her mind for some reason. I don't know. I enjoyed Bobo's death actually.
Yeah, it was good.
Yeah, because you think he's going to go to prison and he's still going to be around, and she steps out onto the road. That's what happens after she talks to the mechanic
Yeah.
guy.
Even for him though, that would have been pretty harsh
To let him just like suffer for
in that like very clear agony.
yeah,
Oof.
no, it's good. And they've fully established that Doc's going to be around now. He's playing the whole hero card, best he can, and of course the final scene is Waverly touches the blood that's left behind from the giant snake thing, and it clearly takes over or possesses her in some way. And I was thinking, oh, we're going to get like a sort of happy ending, but we're going to know that something's happened to her, and that'll be like, something that builds next season. But she immediately pulls out the gun and aims it at Wynonna and cuts to black.
Straight up, yeah. It's a good ending.
It's a good ending. It's very similar to the end of a season 1 of another show, which I won't spoil, but you've not seen it, Connor.
Okay. I was racking my brain trying to think.
But people who have seen that show will probably know which one I'm talking about. And but no, it was good. It was a good finale. I enjoyed it.
Yeah, that was really good. I'm gonna miss this show every week now at this point, which is weird considering the first few it was like, it's all right,
No, I'm looking forward to season 2.
In fact, I remember the very first episode. Peter didn't even want to watch the second episode that much.
Did not?
He had to be talked into it.
Oh, you may be right. I can't
Because
remember.
the first episode, I believe Mario was here, and we were just like, yeah. And you were like, all right then.
Hey, the best of us can make some harsh judgments
Yeah?
and, come back. So, there you go. Wynonna Earp. Turned into a really fun show over season 1, and I think we're looking forward to season 2. So, that's our thoughts on the finale. Let us know what you thought in the comments below, or on Twitter if you like, if that's more your jam. And like and subscribe and all that jazz helps us out a lot. Thanks for watching, guys. We will see you next time.